My name is Bram Stelt, Director of Large Account at Exergen Global, and I am mainly focused at medical applications. In this video I will guide you step by step in installing and calibrating the heat balance IRTC in this live tech application. What is the heat balance? The heat balance is a method to measure the temperature of fluids inside a tubing by measuring the tubing surface temperature and the ambient temperature and then calculating the fluid temperature. Why is this method so important? It ensures accurate temperature measurements and sterility in medical devices such as blood warming systems, perfusion pumps and dialysis equipment. Exergen's heat balance sensor is the only sensor available on the market that can measure fluid temperatures non-invasively with a very high accuracy, ensuring patient safety and sterility. It speaks for itself that medical applications as these demand sterile measurement solutions in order to avoid any contamination. Some thermocouple readout devices produce leakage currents which can create offsets when using an IRTC. This is caused by the IRTC's high impedance. The first step in the heat balance calibration is to adjust the offset in the reading device to compensate for leakage currents. You have to take various steps. Measure the ambient temperature with a reference thermometer. Then connect the sensor to the readout device. It is important to wrap the IRTC in aluminum foil to make the sensor blind. It can only see itself, and the temperature that it produces is only temperature, being the ambient temperature when the sensor is in steady state. The readout device may read a different temperature than the ambient temperature as measured in step 1. This is caused by leakage currents. Adjust the offset in the readout to match the reading as indicated before. We want to measure the fluid temperature non-invasively. We will use our heat balance method for that. Once the offset is adjusted to compensate for leakage currents, the sensor can be calibrated to measure fluid temperature in the temperature range of interest. This can be done by adjusting the calibration screw of the uncalibrated IRTC. I will explain this calibration step by step. For the initial calibration, a reference sensor in the fluid is required. Step 1. Install the reference sensor in the fluid. Step 2. Install the IRTC and align to view the desired target. In this case, our convenient mounting clip is used to mount the IRTC on the tube. Step 3. Bring the target to operating temperature, in this case 38 degrees Celsius, as indicated by the reference sensor. Allow the sensor and the clip to reach steady state temperature for approximately 10 minutes. Step 4. Adjust the calibration screw until the IRTC reading matches the reference fluid reading. Step 5. Test if the calibration is accurate over the internal temperature range of interest by varying the fluid temperature. In this case between 35 and 42 degrees Celsius. If the sensor follows the reference sensor accurately, the calibration is successful. Possibly, some fine-tuning of the calibration screw is required to increase accuracy.